I've studied over 2,700 9x12 postcard business owners, and what I've found is really clear. Some people are consistently hitting $10,000 months, while others just stall out and never get their first card out the door. And the difference isn't luck, and it's not that one person is more talented than another, and it's not even necessarily that they're all working harder. The difference is that the ones that are making the money consistently are doing a few very specific things that others are not. So in this video, I'm gonna break down the 7 things successful people are doing differently, and if you apply these 7 things, you can realistically start selling out cards like hotcakes and eventually scale it to a consistent $10,000 per month in profit. And now before we dive into the list, if you're brand new here and you've never even heard of the 9x12 method, let me give you a quick explanation so this all makes sense. So the 9x12 method is simple. Imagine a giant 9x12 inch postcard like this one. It's way bigger than any mailers you normally see. And what you're doing is you're selling ad slots to local businesses, usually 12 to 16 of them. So each business pays between $500 and $900 depending on the size of the slot, and all of the businesses are splitting the cost, which makes it super affordable for them. And then you take that big postcard and you mail it to 5,000 doors in the town. And so here's why it works so well for a business. Doing a solo mailing, that would probably cost them thousands of dollars, right? To send to 5,000 doors. But while doing your card, they're only paying a fraction of the cost, so it feels like a no-brainer to them. And for you, while you sell out these slots, you usually bring in around $8,000 in revenue. Then you pay around $3,000 to $4,000 for printing and postage and fulfillment, and then you pocket $4,000 to $5,000 in profit for that one card. So if you do 2-3 cards a month, that's $10,000 to $15,000 per month in profit. And I made an in-depth step-by-step video, it's literally an hour long, on exactly how to make $5,000 in your first month by selling out your first card with the 9x12 method. So if you click the link in the top right corner of your screen, I always point the wrong way. It's right there. If you click that link, that'll bring you to the video if you guys aren't already aware of it. And the link is also in the description if you want to watch this video first. In fact, on top of that video, I actually created a free 9x12 method mini course that teaches you the basics of the 9x12 method and how to make $5,000 profit in your first month. So if you want that free mini course, no catches, comment the word mini in the comments right now and I'll send it over to you as soon as I can. Again, it's totally free. Just comment the word mini down below. Okay, now let's get into the 7 specific things I see 9x12ers doing differently from everybody else that's making them successful. So number 1, I gotta get this out of the way. Consistency is the number 1 factor. It's the biggest difference between the people who win and the people who don't, sincerely. The people who make money don't just dabble. They don't just send out 10 emails and quit when nobody replies. They treat this like it's reps. It's reps at the gym. It's a numbers game. They reach out every day. They follow up every day. They don't expect every business to say yes. They don't have expectations for results. They have expectations for themselves to get the job done, day in and day out. They know that it's a numbers game, and they keep putting in the reps until the card's full stop. Number 2, Facebook groups are a gold mine. So some of the most successful people in our community fill half of their card, including myself, just from posting in local Facebook groups. Groups like Shop Local in Town or Town Community Facebook group. Like, just look up your town on Facebook and you'll find groups that have a ton of community members in your town. And your post should be super simple. You don't want to come across as much of an ad. So you just say something like, hey, I'm putting together a giant postcard that's going to 5,000 homes in town. We already have a few businesses on board, but I've got a couple of spots left. Any local businesses want details? And you could even say, tag a local business that you think might be interested in joining. Something like that. Get some engagement going. So you're keeping it that simple. You don't want to sound like a big corporation marketing agency because nobody's going to respond to that. But if you make a simple post like that, you will get direct messages and comments. I guarantee it, especially if you post in a great group. I have sold so many slots by posting in Facebook groups consistently. And if you're already a member of our school community, which link is in the description, you'll have like sample pictures that you can use. You can actually attach a picture of a bunch of postcards to that post. That way it's more relevant and they can see what the postcards actually look like because they sell themselves. Number 3, hit them with the 1-2 combo, okay? Email plus phone. And this is one of the most powerful tactics for prospecting that I've seen people use, and our most successful members do this. And here's how it works. Step 1, email every business on your list with a short, casual script. Nothing fancy, just introduce the postcard, use the script in the community if you're part of it, and just ask if they want more info. And step 2, if they don't respond, or if they do respond, follow up with the phone call. And here's the magic. You're not just calling out of nowhere. Now you're calling with the frame of, hey, I sent you an email last week about a local postcard that I wanted you to join. Did you happen to see it? That way the call is way less cold for both of you guys, and it instantly gives you a reason to be calling them out of the blue. So from there, you can answer their questions if they didn't see your email, explain the value, explain the deal, and then close the deal. So the people who are doing this, the 9x12ers that are doing this combo, are consistently the ones filling up cards the fastest, full stop. So number 4, sell the value, not just a box. The people who struggle usually say things like, do you want to buy a 4x3-inch space on my postcard? You're not a newspaper rep, okay? The winners flip it. They say things like, I'll get your business into 5,000 homes for pennies per door. Or this card goes to every single household in town, so your business is guaranteed to be seen. That frames it as a powerful marketing opportunity and not just a little square on a piece of paper, because where's the value in a square on a piece of paper? The value is the publicity. And it positions the card as a community spotlight where they're featured alongside other local favorites, which is very important. That's way more compelling, and also we make the card exclusive, which makes it just that much more compelling. So don't just sell a box, don't just sell a square on a piece of paper, sell the value. And this is very important when you're doing your follow-up phone calls. And number 5, last call and ask for referrals. And this is what I mean. This one's huge. So when the card's about 70 or 80% complete, the top earners don't just wait around and hope that they sell at the rest of the slots. They leverage what they already have and they send a final slots push. Something like, hey, we've only got 2 spots left on this postcard. It's going to 5,000 homes. Once they're gone, they're gone. That urgency closes the fence sitters really quickly because a lot of people, as you might already know, sit on the fence. So we're just shoving them off the fence into our backyard right where they belong, whatever that means. And if you're really stuck, here's another tactic that I've personally used and I've seen it work like crazy. It's like butter. So ask your current advertisers for referrals. Instead of going to them like, sorry, it's taking me longer than I expected to fill up the card. Instead, you flip it into a team effort. Say something like, we're almost full, it's taking a little longer than I expected, but we just have a couple slots left. Do you know anybody that might be interested in joining the card? Anybody that might be a good fit? Sometimes they'll just give you some business names, but sometimes they'll literally sell slots for you. And this has happened to me. One time, I had a big advertiser who was gonna buy the whole face of the card, and they backed out last minute, so I really needed to fill some slots fast. And I sent that exact message, basically, to all of my advertisers who already joined, and one of my advertisers went to her business friends and sold 2 double slots for me. She made $1,800 in sales for me for free, just because I asked, just because I made it a team effort. So ask for referrals. And you don't have to do this only when you're struggling. You can ask for referrals immediately as soon as you make a sale, or also ask for referrals from people who say no. Be like, okay, that's totally fine, understand it's not for everybody. Do you know somebody who might be interested? You might as well not close the loop too soon. So number 6, rebook and stack them up. So the people who hit $10,000 months don't just stop after one card. Obviously, they rebook advertisers month after month and they expand into other towns. The rebooking is important because it frees up time to expand. So here's the beauty of it. Once a business sees results, they usually want to stay on the card. Not all of them, but some of them, and that makes your job easier. So that means next month, your card is already filled before you even start. Unless you're Michael Hager, who sold out 75% of his next card before his first card was even mailed out. If that's your situation, then you can focus on filling the rest and then launching a second card in a nearby town pretty quickly. So that's how you stack your income and create recurring revenue. And number 7, shameless plug. Our most successful 9x12ers lean on the tools and our community. The successful people don't try to figure everything out on their own. They use the resources that are available to them, including the course, the freebies, and the tools and services that I provide. They grab the lead list so they don't have to go collect 300 emails and spend hours to do that. They hire me to do that for them because smart people spend money to save time. They don't spend time to save money. You shouldn't be wasting your days scraping emails. That's low wage work. So hire somebody else or hire me. They also outsource ad design. Unless you absolutely love ad design and that's part of the reason you're doing this business, just outsource it. You have no reason to learn it. There's somebody out there who's way better than you, including our designer at 9x12method.com/design. He is a way better designer than 99% of you. No offense. He's better than me too, okay? And that's why I hire him, and that's why smart people hire him. Because you're freeing up your time to make more sales, and sales equals revenue for you. The trade-off is pretty simple. You could spend an hour designing an ad that would cost you $25 for my designer to handle it. Or you could spend an hour making a sale. You could probably make a sale if you spent 1 real hour cold calling. That's a $500 sale for $25 outsourcing that ad. So it's a very clear trade-off. Unless you absolutely love ad design, just don't bother with it. And most importantly, they tap into the community for accountability. I don't know if you see Michael Hager, he posts almost every day accountability to you guys, he posts tips to you guys, but he's also asking questions in there. So people want to hear you in the community, and we all help each other win. So yeah, the most successful people are obviously the ones that are active in our group. All right, so here's a quick recap, if you didn't take notes. The 7 things the most successful 9x12ers are doing differently are: 1, consistency; 2, posting in Facebook groups; 3, using the 1-2 combo of the email and the phone; and 4, selling the value, not the box; 5, they're doing a push and asking for referrals; 6, they're rebooking and stacking their wins; and 7, they're leaning on the tools and our community. And if you want a shortcut through all of this trial and error, and you want to be part of the community where I pulled all this data from, join our school community. The link is in the description. Inside, you'll get the full step-by-step breakdown of how to do the 9x12 method. Shows you step-by-step how to launch your first card and sell it out completely and fulfill it. It'll also give you access to posting in our group, sending me personal messages, and I can give you advice in there. It's extremely active and people are just dying to help you out in there. And there's also tons of freebies, templates, etc. So if you're interested in joining that group, the link is in the description for that. And again, if you're not ready for that, just comment mini and I'll send you over that free mini course, no strings attached. So guys, don't try to figure it out on your own. The fastest way to $5,000 to $10,000 in this model is doing what's already working. So click the link in the description if you haven't already. And remember, if you do these 7 things consistently, you're not guessing your way to revenue. You are following the exact playbook that many of our members, including myself, are following to gain revenue and in the end, profit, okay?